Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Go with Ego podcast. I'm still your host, Ego Kelly Kakite. Today I have my amazing friends I've known for a long time now in the US, Kari, Kadidia, John, Priscilla. Welcome to the Go with Ego podcast. How are you all?
Good.
I'm good. It's been a long time. It's good to be back in Springfield. Absolutely. Thank you all. So we'll go round to tell my audience something about you, how long you've been in the US, where you're from, and something exciting about you. Kari, you want to go first?
My name is Kari and I am from El Salvador. I have been here 5 years now and I like art. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Kadidia. I'm from Mali in West Africa. I've been here for 5 years now and I'm studying computer science.
Hi, my name is John. I'm from the Philippines. I've been here since 2017, so that makes 5 years too. I just graduated from the dental hygiene program.
Hi, my name is Priscilla and I'm from Uganda, East Africa. I've been here 5 years as well. And I'm in the occupational therapy program and I'm in the process of completing it.
Well, I'm happy to have you all here. Thank you for doing this. It's exciting to have friends. It's good when you have friends, so you can feel more easy with this whole thing called the podcast and the video, But tell me, and my audience as well, something you like to do outside school. Priscilla, if you want to go first.
Well, one thing or many things?
Many things. That's fine. Sure.
Many things. Outside school, I love singing. I love hanging out with people. Where we are right now, just sitting and talking and laughing. And of late, I also like taking walks. Now that the trees have started changing color, it is so beautiful. Yes.
Well, outside of school, especially since COVID started, I've found myself, I've been into art a lot of lately. So I do a lot of drawings, paintings, and also I've been baking a lot.
Outside of school, usually I watch movies. I enjoy watching movies and listening to music. And now I've been into Korean drama, which is very interesting, because it's different.
I'll say this. She's always been to Korean movies.
And she's a BTS diehard fan. Yes.
I like to experience other people's culture. So it was nice to see like a Korean culture which is very different from mine.
Right.
So it was interesting. Yeah. And I also enjoy basketball a lot. I go to the Bears because I'm at MSU right now. I go to their games and stuff. So yeah.
Awesome.
I like taking walks and like hikes. I also enjoy painting and drawing and listening to music. Yeah.
So, to the D question now. America. Why did you all choose America?
I have sponsors that are paying for my school and they live here, so it was like easier for me to just like come here. And also like I think the US has a lot of like opportunities for us, and I think that after I get my bachelor's I'll get a good job.
My brother lives here and he went to MSU as well, and he told me about the school system and the opportunities that you get, job opportunities that we usually don't get in my country. So I thought it would be interesting to come and be part of like another culture and learn. So that's why I decided to come and study here.
Yeah, and it's good, when you have someone that's here already from the family that can tell you,
Exactly.
hey, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, and that's pretty nice.
Yes.
John.
Okay, so I am Filipino-Canadian. I was originally going to go to Canada, but in the middle of that process, I met my partner who happens to live here in Springfield. And during my application process, he found a school, OTC, that is just 5 minutes away from the house. So I ended up applying and getting in, and now I'm graduated. So just like everybody else, I'm here for job opportunities. Yes.
Well, if you ask me, you're here for that and for love as well too, which is very, very good.
Yes.
That's exciting to know when you find someone that that you share something with and you move for them. And
Yes.
that's exciting. Great one. Priscilla.
For me, I had three choices because I'm a person who always has plan A, B, C, D, up to Z. So of course the obvious choice is America, because we know America is, like the number one country in the world. But I told myself, if I don't go to America, there are other countries that are equally good. There are countries like Australia, there are countries like Canada and the UK. So I didn't put all my eggs in one basket. I decided whichever comes first is the one I go with. And luckily enough, I got a chance to be admitted here at OTC. So I came to America. I had been to America before, but like you said, I used to travel with a group of children. But when you're traveling, you're special guests. You don't see the real life.
Right.
But this time around, when I came, I had a good friend and the wife. They were, looking after me. So I stayed with them for 6 months. So I was still in the dilly-dallying, enjoying America. Then I left them and I started living alone. So after living alone, that's when it struck me that in this country, if you don't work, you don't eat.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That's the very first thing that I learned when reality now set in. And then the other thing I also realized is that the systems work compared to the systems where I come from. I mean, if it's a hospital, it's going to be a hospital. If it's a post office, it's going to be a post office. If it's a railway track, it's going to be a railway track, not for people to put their goods and start selling stuff. So yeah, I'll stop there. Otherwise, I can go on and on and on. Yeah.
One of the very first things that I noticed differently from my country, because I come from a country, or the city that I grew up in, it has a population count of 16 million. So that is very small in comparison to Springfield. So I was shocked by that. But another thing that I have experienced as an international student here, just like Priscilla was saying, the system works.
Yeah.
But as an international student, I find that there are extra steps that we sometimes have to do. But I agree, the system does work. So, yeah.
Yeah. Me, I've been surprised by the weather, because in my country, let's say, is summer like 24/7, like all year long. and the thing is, I came here during winter and it was cold, and when I came to Springfield, it snowed, which was the first time seeing snow. So that was very impressive. And as like Priscilla and John said, the system really works here. In my country, most of the time they really don't follow the law. And I can see here everything is in their place and people just follow that. So that was a good thing to see.
I guess for me, like community with like international students, just because like when I came here, I thought it was gonna be hard to make friends, just because like you come to like a country that you don't know, and then just going to school and finding people that you can relate to. I think that was something that it really helped me, and it was.
When I came from Sapele, my very small town, I landed in Boston. Boston was just incredibly too big that what's the word now? Unlike me, I used to be very, very careful with the things I keep and things around me. I lost my guard, and someone bumped into me and took my wallet, because I was fascinated of how beautiful and big the Boston city was. I'm like, oh, this is the right place to be, But I like, oh, where's my wallet? What happened to me? So, like you said, the snow. The first time I was seeing snow, and I'm like, oh my God, it's what I see on TV, So that excitement is always there for international students when they come to a new country. And of course, the US, like we said, the US is one of the best countries in the world, arguably one of the best countries in the world. And so the educational system is acceptable anywhere you go to look for a job outside the US. All right, well, we'll go on a short break. When we'll come back, my friends Priscilla, John, Kadidia, and Kari will still be here, and we'll talk more and get to know them more. We'll be right back. Hi everyone, welcome back from the short break. I still have my friends here. It's always exciting to be with people that you love you and you love them back too. So thank you all for doing this. International students back home want to know about scholarships. It's important, to have scholarships when you're here before coming, because it's expensive, to pay for tuition here in America. So, Kari, Did you have a scholarship before coming, or did you have a scholarship when you got here in America?
I had scholarship from back home. So I used to work for a non-profit organization, and I used to be a translator. The pastor of a church, they were like, your English is good enough, so like we're gonna pay for your tuition, your books, and like that flight and everything. So that helped a lot because like you said, school is expensive, and I wouldn't be able to like pay for everything without scholarships.
Is this opportunity still open for people back home in El Salvador to, if they want to go through the same church?
I think so. Like if they have like a good level of English, like yeah, they can apply for them.
That's great, Kari. I didn't know about that before.
Yes.
It's good to hear. Kadidia, how about you?
Personally, I don't have a scholarship, but my brother told me about OTC, which is a community college, and it's cheaper than a university here. So then I went to OTC for 2 years to complete my associate, then transferred to MSU to complete my bachelor degree.
That's cool. That's a smart one too.
It is.
Yeah. How about you, John?
So I also went to OTC, like everybody here today. It is a community college, and that makes it a lot cheaper. But coming in the US, I did not have any scholarships at all. But the good thing about OTC is when you apply for a scholarship, it asks information about yourself. And the more boxes that you tick, the more scholarships will be open for you. So I just make one application, and that applies to like 30 different scholarships. And each semester so far, I have gotten a scholarship. So that's awesome.
Good. Yeah, that's
Yes.
good. Priscilla, how about you?
My experience is like I came here and I didn't have any scholarship. And first time we were told to apply, I thought it didn't apply to us as international students. We're like, that's for Americans.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know, the international director was like, Priscilla, there's scholarship opportunities that are open. And I applied, and like John, ever since, every semester, I'm on a scholarship. And that is how I've managed to get through.
Yeah, they call us nerds, but trust us, we're not nerds. We try to get the A's and the B's and not the C's, because the C's won't take you far, but the A's and B's will give you scholarships. So you want to keep the A's and right? I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So one thing that people don't know about America here is that when you come here with a specific major, you can decide to say, hey, you know what? I've been here for 2 semesters. I don't like this course I'm doing. I want to switch to a different course. Is that the case for you all? Was it easy to switch if you switched at all? Priscilla, and go first.
I came here wanting to be.
That's good.
So I did my prerequisites and, go through the prerequisites. But unfortunately, I went for the interview and I did not qualify. So when I did not qualify, at first I thought to myself, my dreams are gone. But I talked to someone who told me there are other things in the medical field that you can do, because from my experience, 3/4 of the international students who come, they either want to be engineers, they want to be doctors, they want to be nurses, and then there are other things in the medical field like occupational therapy, there's behavioral health, there's the paramedics and all that, things that are relevant to this country if you want to stay there. So I talked to this person who I look up to, and they were like, hey, you can do occupational therapy. And I'm like, what's that? Because where I come from, occupational therapy
does not exist.
So so I changed my major to occupational therapy. So it's very possible for you to change, because sometimes even your parents want you to be a certain profession and you're not interested, but because they're your parents and they're the ones paying tuition for you, they're like, if you take this subject, I will not pay your tuition. So it's very possible, and that is one of the things I like about this country. It is the flexibility. If I wake up today and I say, no, I don't want occupational therapy, I want to be a pilot, I can do it.
That's great to hear. John, how about you?
So I have actually finished dentistry in the Philippines.
Okay.
I was working for 2 years, but then I realized, I was not making enough money to sustain my lifestyle. So I researched what can I do? What can I work still in the dental field, but make more money? And that's when I came across doing dental hygiene. And I found out that does make more money than being a dentist in the Philippines. And so that's what made my decision to be a dental hygienist here. Yeah.
Right. Kadidia, how about you?
I wanted to be a geologist at first.
Really?
Exactly.
Oh wow! All your
Yes.
money.
Yeah. So, but when I came here and see how evolving the technology is here, I wanted to be part of it. So that's why I decided to do my major, like a computer science major. Because I know we are so dependent on our phones, as you can. So I just feel like it's something that will fit me best than being a geologist. So, and I have an opportunity to do so, so I just took it.
Kari, how about you?
Mine was different. So my sponsors wanted me to be a teacher, and I started that. But then I did my practicum, and I went to a school, and I didn't like it.
Okay.
So I know that I am a very creative person. So I changed to graphic design, and now I'm majoring. I know this is really different, but I'm majoring in sociology because I want to help with nonprofit organizations, and then my minor is in arts.
That's good. That's
Yes.
impressive. And so you can come here, change the major from one thing to the other. There are people that change majors to 7 times, but when it gets to the 8th time, stop, please. then that becomes too much. For me, I changed mine too from nursing, to international relations and project management. Don't ask me why, because it's a switch from science to arts. Priscilla knows. They all know the story of working in the hospital, the ER, and I'm like, you know what, I'm done. So I'm not, but that's the story. But the flexibility is there for you to use when you come here. Now, for anyone, of course, that would have heard your stories now, I want to come from Salvador, from Mali, from the Philippines, from Uganda, of course, or from Nigeria, where I come from too. What do you have to tell them?
I think I would just tell them that I know that sometimes dreaming seems like hard, just because we sometimes don't have the resources, and but I think that when you come here to the US, if you want to get something, you have to do whatever it takes. So just dream big and you'll get there. I guess.
Yeah, I want to say just follow your heart. Sometimes it's hard to because of a means you cannot afford it, but I think if you work hard, you can make it.
Well, this question is very fitting because I have a sister who's still in the Philippines, and she's very interested in coming here. And what I always tell her is do something every day, even if it's just something small, and if that something is eventually gonna contribute to the steps of you being here. So just do something every day.
We live in a world whereby it is run by technology, and I know in our countries where we come from, sometimes you have dreams, but you're like, how will I achieve this? Now, for people who want to come and study, go on the internet and do your research. If you have people, if you're interested in a certain university, you can look up that university. The phone numbers are always there. You can call, or if you know someone who lives this side, you can connect with them and tell them, hey, I want to come to this university. What do I need? How much do I need? And sometimes I also realize that we want our dreams to come true just like that, but it takes time, Yes. And then the other thing I've also learned about education, you never stop learning. True. Because sometimes people think, oh, I am too old, I can't do that anymore. But if you have a dream and you want something, you're always working towards that dream. Yeah. So go on the internet, do research, use connections, and you never know the opportunity that is coming ahead. And it doesn't necessarily have to be America. Like I said in the beginning, I had my eyes on other places. So it doesn't necessarily have to be America. Maybe you're first going to go to Canada, and then you go to Canada, study, and then there's an opportunity for you to come to America. Yes, so you should be open to different places.
I love Kari.
Well, another thing, what Priscilla was saying, when I first wanted to come to the States, the U.S. embassy didn't give me the visa. So like I didn't give up. I waited for maybe 6 or a year, and then I reapplied for the visa. So like if you don't get that in the first try, then just wait and then go back and you'll get it.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why we do this. The Go with Ego podcast is to bring people here that have walked through this road, that have scaled the heights, and are living a dream, you know. So that if you need any questions from anyone from Uganda, Priscilla is here. You said hi, that's what you student to reply. John is here, you know, Kari is here, and Kadidia is here as well. And of course, we're here. We have the resources for you that you need, you know, to apply and make the best of you. Now, before you all leave me, you know, it's been amazing having you all here. I always ask my guests a question. If you have an opportunity to swim with the dolphins or to go skydiving, what will you do? John, we go first?
Dolphins for me.
Dolphins, okay, swim with the dolphins, cool. Priscilla?
I'll swim with the dolphins.
Swim with the dolphins,
Yes.
nice. That's a typical African would do that. Scared of heights.
Yeah, I would have to say I would go skydiving.
Skydiving?
Exactly.
You
It has
like
been a
heights?
view of mine. Yeah, it has been a view of mine.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I want to do it before leaving the United States.
Awesome. That's great, Kari.
I think I would do both.
You do both? Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's
I
fair.
love swimming, and then I also want to do that. Like I am afraid of heights,
Yeah.
but I also like challenging myself.
No, imagine if the plane is flying off there and they open the door of the plane and say jump out of the plane.
Okay, but like if you had someone that you trust with you, because you can jump with someone else.
True. But I will take your recommendation and trust those guys are doing, you know, to skydive. Well, it's been amazing having you all here. Thank you all for coming on the Go with Ego podcast. Please, my friends, Kadidia, of course, Kari, Priscilla, and Joe, thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Ego, for having us.
Sure, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Now, for everyone out there, please, the vaccines are out there. We've all had our vaccines. That's why we're here with a mask and, you know, having a good time. Get your vaccines, you know, and hopefully we can hang out again like this. You can hang out again with your loved ones, your family. And I'll see you on the next episode of Go with Ego podcast. Stay safe.